Hey everyone, welcome to Day Deal on Display. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Otterbox commuter case for the Motorola DROID RAZR MAXX. You are more than welcome to check out the commuter over at its official website at any time. That is located at www.otterbox.com. As always, we also encourage you to check it out at our own website as well at www.daydeal.com. Let's go and start off this video by giving you the official measurements for the commuter case on the Motorola DROID MAXX. I want to remind you guys that Otterbox is nice enough to provide these specs for all of their products. So if you ever have a need to access this information, just go and head on over to the official website, click on the product page. There's a PDF file link on the bottom of that description, and that way you can go ahead and print out the information if you need to, or just have it available. And it's great stuff to use if you're comparing Otterbox cases amongst one another, or if you're comparing them against other products. Okay. Now the commuter is only available in one color, which is black. Its weight is going to be 40.82 grams, and the dimensions that are listed are length by width by depth. So that's going to be 135.64 millimeters by 75.44 millimeters by 15.24 millimeters. Hopefully you find that information useful. All Otterbox commuter cases do come with a screen protector kit, which is as follows. Pretty standardized stuff. You have a yellow applicator card with the Otterbox brand on it. You have a small little illustrated guide showing you how to install your screen protector, but of course you need further instructions. Visit that website. A yellow microfiber cleaning cloth that's pretty small, but it is functional, and the actual screen protector itself for your phone. In this case, the Motorola DROID RAZR, and that is it for the screen protector kits. Now the commuter case is one of two cases currently available from Otterbox for the DROID RAZR MAXX, I should say. If you think that you need more protection, please check out the Otterbox Defender case, which we'll be doing a video review in the future. That one happens to come with a belt clip as well, but for most folks, we feel the commuter should offer enough protection because it actually is a pretty hefty case. Okay, it weighs 40 grams, and its dimensions, as you just saw, do make it stick out on the phone just a little bit, but we think it's worth the real estate. Now this is a tri-layered case, okay? I know you only see two layers in front of you right now, but Otterbox does consider the screen protector to be layer number 1. Layers number 2 and 3 are as follows. You have a silicone skin layer as well as a polycarbonate shell layer. Unfortunately, the skin layer cannot be used by itself. It has to be used in conjunction with the shell layer because the shell layer does keep the skin on the phone in place. Otherwise, this is too loose. Now the silicone skin itself, this is a material that we like seeing from Otterbox. This is their older silicone material. They've been experimenting with different versions of silicone, one that is lint resistant but it's more rigid. This one is a lot softer, but unfortunately it attracts lint like crazy. We like this old lint attracting version because it's softer, it's easier to handle. More importantly, the dust covers are easier to access, and it also allows the buttons to feel more responsive. Okay, cons of course is all of that lint, and it does feel a little bit sticky to the touch, and if you put this in your pant pocket and you happen to have very small pockets, etc., stuff like that, it will have a small tendency to kind of drag the inner lining of the pocket along with it when you pull it out. Okay, so it's definitely not an easy case to put in and out of those spaces, but you have to take the pros with the cons. Now the corners are slightly reinforced, which is nice. There are dust covers that I mentioned on the top, which I'll show you in just a moment, and the coverings for the buttons. Let's go ahead and just move on to the polycarbonate shell layer because I have to show all that on the dummy phone. Now this is a pretty straightforward layer. It's made of polycarbonate. It's a lot better than the LDPE, HDPE plastic stuff that you're seeing out there for aftermarket accessories because polycarbonate has a little bit of flex to it, which is always nice. It makes it a little bit more durable and it lasts a little bit longer. Now unlike other commuter cases, this is actually pretty significant. It's not really that paper thin that we're used to seeing on commuter cases, but unfortunately this does add some weight. We do like the simplistic design of the commuter overall. It really kind of makes your phone just look like a big black brick, which it should be looking like. It is a cell phone after all. Some folks may be turned off by this design. They feel it might be a little bit too utilitarian, and for that purpose I can't really recommend anything else about the commuter if you're turned off by the design, okay? Because for some folks, looks are everything, but I would say that in a professional environment, this is definitely the case you want. So if you need a dress code for your cell phone accessories, the commuter case is something I would recommend. So let's go and put this on our dummy version of the DROID RAZR MAXX right now. I'm going to go and attach the skin layer, which is the easy part. The trickier part is now getting the shell layer on while doing this live on camera. So I'm going to go ahead and slide this on the side right here. I'm going to go and put these dust covers underneath like so, and I'm just going to slide it to the right and edge it in. And once I can get that volume up and down rocker cover through, which I'm doing right now, the rest of the case should just kind of fit in nicely into the grooves. And this is how the Commuter looks on the Motorola DROID RAZR MAXX. So it's going to give you a 360 tour right now. Starting with the front screen, you will see that there is a nice raised lip created by the Commuter case. It's nice, consistent, and even, which is very professional looking, but also nicer in the fact that if you happen to rest your phone on its face like so, it is going to be elevated up and away from the surface you are resting it against. More importantly, should you happen to drop your phone inside the Commuter case, if it lands on its face, you are going to be hoping that that raised lip catches the impact first versus the screen. Now remember, you are supposed to be using this in conjunction with a screen protector, so for most situations your phone's screen should be in good hands, but of course there are other incidents where this may not be enough, but you have to just take a gamble, I guess, and be a little bit more careful with your phone. Now moving on to the top, we have these very almost seamless dust covers on the Commuter case. These are very nicely done by Otterbox. You will hardly notice them until you actually pop them out. We have a dust cover for the HDMI port as well as the USB port. Okay, just going to put it back into place. And we also have a dust cover for the audio jack right there. That is not recessed at all, so connector tips, straight and angled, will work just fine. Let's go and put that back into place. Not much to talk about on this side of the DROID RAZR, so let's go and move on to the other. We have a covering for the power button as well as the volume up and down rocker switch. And once again, due to this version of the silicone skin that's on there, these buttons are very easy to press. They're very responsive. You can even hear them clicking on this dummy version of the RAZR MAXX. Let's go and flip it over, show you the Otterbox logo right there, opening on the back for that little microphone. And let's go and give you an up-close look at the camera lens, LED flash openings, as well as the rear speaker. And yes, the camera lens is recessed in that opening, so that means if you happen to rest your phone on its rear like so, which you should be doing, the camera lens is not touching the surface you are resting it against. And that is it, guys, for the Otterbox Commuter case on the DROID RAZR MAXX. Now, closing thoughts and comments. I do want to note that this case is not slim on the phone. Okay, so if you like the overall profile of the DROID RAZR MAXX, but you can't give up the real estate, I don't think there's going to be an Otterbox offering that's going to fit your needs, okay? Because at 40 grams, and it does add quite a bit of bulk, I would say easily maybe 3 or 4 millimeters to the phone overall on all sides. It can be a little bit hefty, and also for people who don't like lint, and for people who don't like cases which is a little bit difficult to remove from their pockets, this also is a little bit problematic because the sides right here do stick out quite a bit, as well as the bottom, and that is all silicone. Okay, so it is a little bit sticky stuff in those situations. But for everyone else, it's a great product. It's very professional looking, very clean cut. May seem a little bit boring for some folks, but I'm totally fine with that. It's a great case, offers a lot of protection. It feels about right, and it really adheres to the overall profile of the DROID RAZR MAXX in terms of its overall design. Okay, it just looks like kind of a square on the phone. Like I said, it may look a little bit boring, but I think it looks great. It's really, really simplistic, and sometimes that is the better design, and I can't say better enough stuff about this, so feel free to check it out over at the official website at otterbox.com and our own site at daydio.com. Keep following us on our Twitter, Facebook, as well as our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. As always, guys, we will see you next video review.